this is Lularoe Dawn Felicity. The puppies are going to fight in the background because that's what they do anytime I go live. I'm just going to show you a few quick ways that you can change up your perfect tee. All I'm going to use is knotting it, or a little plastic elastic, or a belt. Super, super simple. So the first one is, as it's designed with the slits, you can do a tie either on one side and have the asymmetrical look, or you can do it on both sides, and that's going to give you the scoop look in the front. And then when you do that, you can either leave the ties loose, or you can do like a double knot and then tuck the ends in, so you kind of get that like rosebud knot effect. So it's just a different little look depending on how you want it to be. The other knot you can do is if you gather some of this fabric up here and you just kind of make like a rough rosebud knot, and then grab your elastic and then wrap it around a couple of times, and you can like reassess the fabric or where it is or how much is pulled in when you make it. It's all like personal preference, but this just gives it a really fun waterfall effect on the side, and again it just changes up the look of your perfect. The next one I wanted to show you is the sunburst one, and this one you do on the inside. So this is great as well if you do size up because you love a print and you want it to look a bit more fitted. You basically point where you want the sunburst to start, and then hold the inside of that point and just wrap your elastic band around that section, and then you get this really cool sunburst effect, which gives it a completely different look. And you can just pull out the fabric depending where you want it to sit and how much you want gathered. And if you do exactly the same thing but on the top, it's gonna change the neckline position. So let me just show you that with my elastic band. So this time you're going to do exactly the same thing but include the neckline. So then when you do that, you get a little sunburst at the top, but it changes it to a V-neck. So that's a couple of options, and then a couple where I use the slits to change up this style. The first one is if you tie the back slit of each side around the front. Oh, it's mock twist, so it's super stretchy. And then just bring the front flap of fabric over the top. Then you get this super cute flowing area on the front, which you can do over a Carly or an Anna, Julia, leggings, whatever you want. But then it makes the back fitted, and you can like leave it there or you can ruche it up. Completely depends how you want to wear it. The other one is the exact same thing but doing it on the reverse. So if you tie the front section to the back and do a double knot so that it stays in place, and then lift that fabric over the top, then you kind of get all that coverage still on the back, but then the front is a tighter tunic look. So again, you can keep that where it is, or you can kind of like just ruche it up a bit so it's kind of a more tunic version that you could wear with jeans or leggings or a maxi skirt. So that's another option. One of the other ones that I quite like to do is if you take this whole fabric here and you make a fun knot in the front, and you can do this with a knot or the plastic, then you use the flaps to create this kind of square look, or you can fold them under to create like a diagonal look, which helps with lengthening the body. And then the last one is to use a belt. So you can use a belt to either just belt it and give it a completely different look that way, which again is great if you do wear a larger size. So you can just belt it and then you get that flared look, or you can kind of like ruche it over, and again you just play with how much you want it ruched depending what you like the look of, and then you can either cover the belt or you can tuck that flap back into the belt if you want to show off the belt and have like a shorter version of the perfect tee. So that's just a few little tips and tricks with the Perfect D and how you can style it in different ways. And you can do this over Anna's, Carly's, Julia's, Max's, Lola's, Cassie's, whatever you want to style it with. This is a universal way to style up your Perfect D. Thanks so much.